Last new lesson of the week, Unit 8, Lesson 4. This is kind of just looking into a dot plot and getting information from it. So the question here is that 25 sixth grade students, 25 sixth grade students answered the question, how many hours do you generally spend on homework each week? Why is it a statistical question? It's a statistical question because you expect to get some variability for an answer. And you also, hold on, phone call. Um, Real quick, I'm making a video. I would just say lock the doors. No big deal, but lock the doors. Lock the doors. I'll call you back in just a bit. Okay, bye. And helicopter flying around just after the sirens and everything. Okay, why is this question a statistical question? And you can collect data from it. Data variability. Question 2 shows these are all the answers. So we already said that there's 25 students. So here's their 25 dots on there, anywhere from 0 hours of homework up to 10 hours of homework per week. So question A, what percentage of students reported spending 1 hour on homework each week? So you just go to your 1 right here, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't mean it was 5%. No, it is 5 of the 25 people total. 25 people total. Percent, you need to have a denominator of 100. So 25 times 4 is 100. So 5 times 4 is 20. 20 100ths is the same as 20%. Simple as that. Make sure you can see this one. So question B is what percentage of the students reported spending 4 or fewer hours? So keep in mind, 4 or fewer means it is 4 or fewer. So it's all of these. So 4, 7, 11, 16, 17. So it'd be the 17 out of 25 students. We already know that we're multiplying by 4. That's going to give me 68%. Hot dog, right? So then moving to question 3, make sure we can keep that on there. Question 3 is, would 6 hours per week be a good description of the number of hours this group of students spends on homework per week? Okay, so 6 hours per week. Is that a good description? Well, there's 25 people. There's 3 people who said 6, which, okay. But there's only 4 people who were more than that. There's 4 that are more than it, and there's 3 that are right on. And that means there are 18 this way. So no, 6 is not a good description because it's not about in the middle. So I would say, que malo. What about 1 hour per week? Okay, so if we look at the 1 hour, let me erase these things. If I looked at the 1 hour, well, there's 5 people here. There's 1 person left, less, let's say 5, which means, let's see, 16. So that means there's 19 over this way. That would also be bad. So what value do you think would be a good description of the homework time of the students in this group? Don't just go to the number that's in the middle of everything. You're trying to figure out about if you chose a number where about half the people said more than that and about half the people said less than that. So we have 25, so we need to find somewhere about 12 or 13 people. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if you said about 3 or maybe even 3 to 4 hours per week, you're going to have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over here. Let's say if you chose both of them, and then you have 4, 9, 10 over here. So yeah, that's pretty good. 3 to 4 hours per week would be a good description because it's about in the middle. Okay, so then we have someone said, in general, these students spend roughly the same number of hours doing homework. Do you agree? Me neither. I don't agree. One person did 0. You have some people that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's not about the same amount of time per week. That's spread all over the place. I would be sitting there thinking, well, how come this person has 0, this person has 1, and we have these people? These are the people that I wouldn't sit there being worried about. Why is it taking so long? Probably because they have their phones right next to them and they're watching TikToks instead of doing it, but they're counting in overtime. Okay, just throwing that out there. Sorry. And we're going to look at the question first. Or sorry, question number 1, and then we're going to skedaddle. So question 1 on the homework is Claire recorded the amounts of time spent doing homework in hours per week by students in 6th, 8th, and 10th grade. She made a dot plot for the data of each grade and provided the following summary. She did her dot plot and she said, okay, students in 6th grade tend to spend less time on homework than students in 8th and 10th grade. So we're going to tackle that one first. So if we look at these 3 dot plots, they all have the same range and intervals. It starts at 10, ends at 22. They all go by 1. And I want to see 6th grade tends to spend less time on homework than students in 8th and 10th, which means I want to see the data towards the left-hand side, one that's further to the left. Well, there's 11, 13, 14, and then there's the first 14. There's not even one here, and so you have all this data. So B would be your 6th graders. Because for the most part, more the data is to the left than it is on anything else, okay? Then the homework times for the 10th grade students are more alike than the homework for the 8th grade, which means the 10th grade students are all pretty much packed into the same area. They're closer together. That distribution is closer together. So that one right here, this is your 10th graders because these are all pretty darn close to each other, in between 16 and 20. When you have so this was our, what was that, 10th? And then when you get up here, the 8th grade, they said they were more spread out. It's all the way from 14 to 21, so it's more spread out. The distribution on that is more spread out. And the distribution on the 10th is more squishy together. And you would look, and if you look at the 6th grade, talking about the distribution, it's spread out. So it's all the way from 11 up to 20. Okay, if you have any questions, ask.